say hi to the camera?
On this episode, we have Frankie, girl. Okay. Welcome back.
Healthy honeys.
Healthy honeys.
We're back.
We're back. And we're going to talk about mindset.
Oh, yeah.
How we've had to have boundaries and shift our mindset.
Man, LA really freaking shook me to the core. People don't really talk about the boundary setting in LA.
Yeah.
'Cause here we go.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about it.
You need to set some.
Burn. You're right.
Okay.
We're working on it.
You're the master at mindset, Maddie, too.
Yeah.
Now that you're getting into life coaching and stuff, and actually
Yeah.
gonna use that to
Yes.
share it with people.
Yes. Yeah.
What are your tips?
Oh man, mindset. Honestly, I would say that there's just one thing that's always stuck with me my whole entire life since I was little. And I just remember, like, literally, like, my dad and I would always sit in, like, a wood chair at the kitchen table, and he'd always be like, you can be whatever you want to be.
That's cute.
You know, so cute. Love you, Dad. He's a real one.
Shout out to Dad.
Yeah, he's honestly my very positive inspiration in my life, and he is always just installed in me just being positive and nice to everyone. And so growing up, I've always just had the mindset of being like, I can do whatever I want to do. And here we're going to talk more about things on our channel about me and my struggle with people in general. But I've always, no matter what, overcame a lot of my issues because I've had that mindset of like, I can do what I want, screw what people think, you know, and I've always just been me. And
Yeah.
that's like my biggest thing that I, you know, with my life coaching and my nutrition even, you can be whoever you want to be. It doesn't matter what anyone else thinks because you're not going to be happy if you live for others.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I think that's huge. I think like having faith, having some sort of routine. I know that's helped me immensely this last year.
Yes.
Is like commitment and consistency build. And if you
Yeah.
can
C
stick to
squared.
those literally, C squared, those two things, you will be successful. There's no way that you won't if you're going to be consistent and you're going to commit, right? And so I think just like waking up, like journaling, reading
Yeah.
your Bible, whatever it is, meditating, you know, praying, whatever.
Yeah.
But being on some sort of routine, getting your movement in, you know, setting those boundaries for people and
Yeah.
friends, because what I've realized so much the last year is like I've been kind of like a people pleaser my whole life, honestly.
I was literally just going to chime in and say, PP, that is me.
Yeah, that's me to a T. I was gonna have a little rap session here.
Literally, bro.
But like I really have, and I've really realized that now, and I feel like I can like say it and be confident about it. But
Yeah.
you
I
just
couldn't agree more. That's why we get along so well, because we both at least understand that, and that's what we're having to work on.
Yeah.
And that definitely, the people pleasing comes from within.
Yeah.
That's why I do agree. The consistency and commitment is huge. Like my word of the year for 2023 was, oh my gosh, why I just of course lost it. It was obedience.
Yeah.
So like obedience to God and just like what I'm supposed to be doing. And that's why these boundaries have been very important.
Necessary.
And, because like I can't obey God's purpose for me by doing a lot of the things that I was doing. It just doesn't, it isn't working anymore.
You will not get there if you just don't like commit and you aren't consistent. And that means waking up every day, even when you feel like crap, and doing it because you can. And some days are gonna suck.
Yeah.
Some days you're gonna feel like crap. Some days you're gonna like feel like you have no friends. But if you literally stick with it, I can promise you, and I'm sure Maddie can, you know, say the same thing.
Yeah.
It's going to pay off. And I think you just really have to like really focus on yourself for a bit as well. I think.
Agree.
Yeah, if you're not happy with yourself, you know,
and that comes from feeling like centered, you know.
Yeah.
Like I do agree with you with the Bible stuff too, you know.
Yeah.
Me and Austin are both Christians, but
Yeah.
this year, like especially like the last 2 years, religion has been like just up in my head with everything that I do. And I do feel so much more centered just being at peace with knowing like God's got me.
Yeah.
Because like no matter what religion you are, if you don't have something that you're spiritual about, you really aren't going to be centered.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's huge. And yeah, no, that's a really good point. And I just think like cutting out people that are, if you're around someone and you're getting an anxious feeling, like number one, listen to your gut and that feeling. But like, you know, surround yourself. What is Frankie doing?
Eating the chair,
No,
bro.
Frankie. Surround yourself with people that are gonna better you. You are who you're in the room with. So those top 5 people, you are
tough.
that.
That's
Yeah.
been tough for me.
Talk about that, you know? Like, I mean, a lot of us go through it, right?
Yeah.
And it's hard to stay on track, but like, who do you want to be? Do you want to be successful? Okay, well, maybe you shouldn't surround yourself with someone that wants to go out and party every night and, you know,
that's been
get drunk.
This past, gosh, it's been the last 2 years, because I feel like one thing that was really a problem in my life was partying.
Yeah.
I've never had like I don't have an addictive like personality in the sense where I was like, I have to drink or I can't get through this, or I have to do drugs, I can't get through this. But like the anxiety, just what happens to your body in general, your brain from drinking, like I had to remove that to be able to have a clear mindset. I was like, I can't hang out with people who this is their life. This is how they network. I don't want to network with people who are drinking like that.
You can network in so many other ways.
Yeah, we are not the same.
You don't need to go to the bar to network. There's so many other things that you can, you know, do to network. And I think that's kind of what people need to realize is like, it's really easy to be caught into this little bubble.
Yeah.
But when you get out of it, you're like, wow, like you're on the outside looking in. Like, okay, dang, like I can be a way better version of myself.
Dude, preach. A lot of the new friends that I've met are from like workout classes.
Yeah, love that.
You know, workout classes. Something I want to get more involved with too for 2024 is like actually doing church groups and like things like that, because those are things that matter. And I feel like if I could talk to my younger self, I'd be like, girl, what are you getting from this?
Yeah.
You're getting your heart broken.
Yeah.
You sleep not all the time, but a lot of the time after you drink. And then you eat
like crap.
shit. Yeah.
Like crap. Yeah.
Like it's just,
it's not worth it.
Yeah.
It's not worth your health, and it's not gonna, you know, serve you in any way. I hate to say it.
in any way.
In any way. Financially, physically, emotionally. What other tips do you have, Maddie, on mindset? Like
Mindset.
you're pretty strong-willed, and
something that I'm personally working on that I could even say is I do want to read more books and grow in that sense versus just a lot of the things I've learned is, to be honest, from YouTube and things like that on mindset and just being, you know, Google, all these things. But I want to work more on like reading from people you want to be like, reading from people you like, you love,
you aspire to be.
100%. And because that's the thing, if you can't meet them, at least you can read their work and learn that way. It's like we live in such a world where people just don't read anymore, and I literally was falling into that category, and I was like, I can't be doing that. You know,
it's okay to miss a night out at the bar to like go on a hike or read a book or, you know, go to church. Like, focus on yourself and what matters. What is going to serve you? Ask yourself that. And if you have a feeling, follow it.
Yeah, honestly, the boundaries thing is just huge. I've learned to say no so much because living in LA, there's a million events going on. My friends want to go out to dinner all the time, this and this and that. And I'm like, especially with like needing to work on my thyroid stuff right now, I'm like, I'm going to be saying no to a lot of people. And that's okay. So it's okay to say no.
You shouldn't have to look for approval from anyone. Just look to yourself, really.
Look to yourself, queen.
Queen. All right, guys.
Queen. Oh, I can't see my crown.
Maddie's too tall. We'll see you in the next episode.
Frankie, you're eating the chair.
Frankie, stop. Oh my God.
Dude.
Frankie.